excited to welcome you here on the Crown Show with Nadege, Queen of Everything. You know, I'm so excited. I'm excited about the conversation we're about to have. Yes, because that's what it is. It is a conversation. That is not a monologue. This is a dialogue. That's why I will require you to be present. This is me here speaking to your heart. You know, it's one thing that I know about you is that you want to make an impact. How do I know that? Because you could be anywhere else, doing something else, but you choose to be here watching this show. Thank you so much, because this moment needs to be acknowledged. Well done, well done. Here with us on the Crown Show, we have an amazing entrepreneur who will share his story with us. When I say amazing, I mean it. What is special about him is that he's an action taker, and he's a living proof that the distance between you and what you want to have is to take action. It is on the amount of action you take. As you listen to him sharing his story with us, you will quickly notice that every stage of his life, he said yes, even before he figured out the how. And actually, it paid off. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here to share on leading in a digital age. Today, brace yourself. Brace yourself, be ready, because he's about to take you to your next level. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome here on the Crown Show platform a transformational catalyst. He is a group coach. He is a leading motivational speaker. He is a minister of God. Yes, you heard that right. A man of God. He is an executive and a leadership coach. This, we are talking about the African ambassador of possibilities. Welcome with me here, Dr. Richie Achukwu. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
How are you,
Nadege.
Coach?
I'm good. Thank you.
Welcome to the Crown Show.
Thanks.
What an honor and a privilege to have you here.
And we don't take moments like this for granted.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a
I'm
pleasure.
here
I'm
for you.
excited, sir. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we're keeping social distance. That's very
Obviously.
important. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Let's go right to the heart of the topic.
Yeah.
Sir, I've heard one of your quotes that has triggered me. That's because of the amount and the depth of the wisdom that comes out of it. It says, what you focus on will expand.
Yes, what you focus on expands because it begins to multiply. When you focus on it, you start giving meaning to it.
Hang on, Dr. Richie.
Yeah.
Viewers at home, make sure you keep a pen and a note close to you, because the information we're about to share on this platform today, trust me, will help you to keep yourself, to take yourself to the next level. Right back to you.
If you keep looking at it, it starts expanding. It starts changing, it starts affecting you. You start giving meaning to it, your emotion gets into it. And when you start looking at it, you start having what I call internal conversation, which is the place of internal dialogue. That's where you start speaking to yourself. As you start speaking to yourself, you start believing. As you start believing, you start confessing. As you start confessing, you start saying. Because you are a product of your confession, which is a secondary consequence of what you've been thinking and looking at. For instance, when they talk about Corona, they keep giving you a picture. And you keep looking at the picture. You've never seen anything positive looking at that picture. So that picture you're looking at reflects negativism, reflects something that is bad, reflects something called sickness, infirmity, shows you a sign of death. It doesn't show you anything progressive. You don't have to look at it. You know it exists. You know what you're supposed to do. Do it, but look at the picture that gives you what you want to see and what you want to become. A good example in the Bible. When Laban in the Bible is the uncle of Jacob, he was cheating Jacob. Now, he agreed with Jacob that a particular animal belongs to Jacob and a particular one belongs to him, the uncle. Now, what Jacob did, looking at the animals, he noticed that everything the uncle told him will never profit him, Jacob. So what did Jacob do? Jacob now sat down. He didn't call his father. He didn't call his cousins. He didn't go crying and looking at friends. He sat down and meditated within himself and began to see a picture. What he did was he took a pattern and he went down. He looked at the animals that were very strong. So when they get on heat, he took a pattern, placed it where they'll be drinking water. As they drank water, they looked at the design. And when they began to reproduce, they started reproducing those patterns.
I see.
Now, what happened was what they were looking at began to expand.
Okay.
That even within them, they started taking it. A lot of people focus on what they don't want, and that's why it expands. When you focus on what people did to you, it will expand. When you focus that nothing is going to come out of you, let me shock you, your brain will help you to find the reasons why you will never do well. Example, when you don't want to go to the gym, when you focus on how tired you are, your brain will help you to believe you're never going to need to go, because your brain will find reasons why you shouldn't go. The last time somebody was tired, he went to the gym, he collapsed. The last time.
What do you mean,
So
Dr. Richie?
yeah.
Do you mean you're speaking about leading from within? You are actually speaking about leading from within. And one thing that I know is you actually become what you focus on.
That's right.
That takes me to the next question, sir.
Go for it.
Okay, so I would like to know, what is your job? What is your work? You know, what is your approach? What sets you apart?
I change
Right.
how people think. I change how people think about who they are, what they do, who they do it for, how they do it. You see, the power is changing how people think. Your result is your thinking. And you cannot think without knowledge. So the level of knowledge you have decides the kind of thinking you will have. You can never think outside of what you know. If you don't read and you only read craps, you will think from craps and you will make decisions from the crap. But if you study good books, study great teachers, study philosophers, study people like Yeshua Messiah, you start thinking different. So my job is, how do I get you to think different? And how do I get you to break limitations? How do I notice what is holding you? It's called limitations. How did you create it? How did it start? My job is to break through it and shatter them. First of all, I need to know what you are saying to yourself. Because what you say to yourself creates a feeling. Your feeling will make you to do something. The reason why somebody will slap somebody is how they feel. But they said something to themselves before they took the action. So my job is to check how you are thinking. If I change how you think, I will change your result. Your result is connected to your thinking. Your thinking is connected to your knowledge. Your knowledge is dependent on the capacity of what you've stored. Your brain can't give you what you don't have.
Oh my goodness. If he changes the way I think, he will change my result.
Period. It's happened through the years. I've been on live TV shows with people with problems, and I said, let me have it. Roll the camera.
Now, let's
And
see.
I got the question and I dealt with it right there, right that time, and the result came through. Ask
Okay,
the
Dr.
next
Richie
question.
Achukwu, we need to go into application right away.
Uh-huh.
Regarding the situation that we are facing nowadays, it is very important now that we should look into this mindset thing you're talking about. So one thing that I know is the climate we are living in is full of negativity, full of depression, problems, issues that people are encountering. Now we can't blame them. It's not really easy to be living in such a time as this, you know. But one question that I would like to ask, that I know the viewers would like to ask you as well, is how do we maintain? Because the Bible says that when they say there is a casting down, we should say there's a lifting up. So how do we maintain a high in such a time where even low has become even lower? It has become even lower. So how do we maintain that high? How do we maintain our equilibrium?
Who tells the bird in the morning to go out and look for food? Is hunger. Who tells the lion in the morning to go out and search? Is the hunger. Question is, what kind of hunger do you have? If you keep complaining, it's because of who you spend your time with. The question is, who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you spending time? Who are you listening to? What are you watching? You cannot, for instance, somebody says to you, it's going to be a year of greatness. Yeah. You see, it's only in the church that you shout amen to become a billionaire. You don't go to a medical school and as soon as you walk in, the professor looks at you and say, you know, you are not a medical doctor. Yeah. Would you let such joker operate on you? You understand what I'm saying? Take somebody that doesn't like blood. Take somebody that is scared of blood. Put the person in the classroom. Give the person 5 years of consistent teaching with the best professors when it comes to medicine. After 5 years, call the same person on emergency. They don't even know what is going on. Just say, doctor, there's a problem. They get there because they've been equipped through teaching. It depends on who you are listening to. It depends on who is teaching you. It depends on what they are given to you. If you have no equipment in the time of disaster, you will sink. It's as simple as that. There's no emotion around it. I can give you oil, and then when there is trouble, the oil can work, and you still keep the oil. It doesn't make any sense. Give me tools that make me work. So in a time like this, what tools do you have? If all you have is not working for you, baby, you better think again. Somebody told me something 2 days ago. He said to me that there's a guy that she want to send her son to, who is into trading. He's been trading since he was 18 years. I say, ma'am, hold on. I want you to ask the guy to send you a screenshot of the amount of money he was making before and the amount of money he's making in this lockdown or retreat, I call it, in this time. Check. If he's not made more money this time around, you're about to waste your time with your child. Forget about the packaging. If it's not working today, re-examine what it is.
Did you get that?
Yes.
It's all about who you're listening to. Now, many of you have been asking me where I get my inspiration from. I mean, why am I thinking the way I think? Like, I don't think like the usual, you know. Now you know who I've been listening to. I've been listening to this man.